Yeah, we're about to go live.
That's all right. You ain't slow down.
Act like you got them skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome back to Coach A's Football, the WRE Live Edition. Man, today we got a very special guest. We got a young man that is committed to UGA, that is the University of Georgia. Go Bulldogs in the house. So we are going to give a few moments to let people log on in, and we're going to get this thing rolling and get it started, man. It's going to be a very special episode. I'm excited about this young man. Had a chance to talk to him a little bit, and seems to have his head on his shoulders, and he's got everything that he got everything going, and just excited, man, to get an opportunity to talk to him and see his thought process just about the game, recruiting, his high school career, all of that stuff. So like I always say, please give me a comment in the section to let me know that the audio and visual is good so we can make adjustments if need be. And if you're on Facebook, please share this out. You can tag friends, start a watch party. If you're on YouTube, make sure you can share this link out to everybody, and I'll be good to go. So I got the people. Okay, we got Jay Crawford, El Rallo. He gave me the 100, so we good to go. Hambone Burke, what's up, Coach? Hey, happy birthday to you, man. He just had his birthday yesterday. I think he probably 99 years old, but he going on in his 30s, so that is what it is, man. But anyway, other than that, let me go ahead and get started. We got quite a few people in, so we're going to go ahead and introduce this young man and get it rolling right quick. Again, this guy is special. I'm telling you, man, when you get a chance, and we're going to break down his film as well with him on it, all right? And that's what WRE Live is all about, where we're going to talk to the player, but we also going to break down his film. So for those that don't know, if you're first time tuning in, I do what I call WRE, which is just watch, react, and evaluate to talent across the nation, where I look at their film, I react to it, and I evaluate their talent. Okay, so the WRE Live is where now I bring them on here, and I want to actually, it's a two-way conversation. I want to know what they're thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they can put some light on it, or maybe I can give them some light on their game. So we're going to see, man. With that being said, let me go ahead and introduce this young man. Like I say, he's from Camden County High School. And if you don't know about Camden County High School, I'm all the way here in Florida, and I've been hearing about that program for years. And they have been a powerhouse in Georgia for years. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring on the young man. His name is Micah Morris. Here we go, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. So how's everything on your side over there?
Everything's going great. We started working back out of the high school again. Everything's getting rolling again.
All right, man. So I know, like you said, so now that you brought up, working out and everything like that, how has it been going, with the whole COVID-19 and, the coronavirus and, not necessarily being able to work out? Are you guys having like altered workouts or whatever? How is that process going?
Well, as far as whenever it first hit, Ken, I know we had to miss basically half of our second semester of school. And as far as working out goes, the gyms and everything were shut down. But I had a few bars and probably about maybe 400 and something pounds of weights just hanging around in my garage. So that's what I worked out with. That's what I tried to stay strong with. And as far as running everything, I'd go to the track was still open. So I'd go to the track and then up and down the street, just trying to stay active, trying to stay, ready to go. And then once we finally got back, it was about a month before we got out for the 4th. We divided into groups of 20 at first. And then now when we came back, it's been 50. And we just been social distancing and working out together pretty much. We go 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and I believe 12 to 2 for the different groups that we have.
I got you, man. So that's good on the coach's behalf that y'all still paying attention to it. Like I said, we are in times that none of us have ever probably lived through, and I know it's very difficult, especially for a lot of guys that's trying to either earn these college scholarships or whatever the case may be, man, or just even play the high school year out, man. So I know it's tough times for everybody. Let me go ahead and get started with this, man. I always say this. I always like to start off each one of these segments because we always know in football that, we don't have the luxury, right, of the basketball players and the baseball players, soccer and so forth, where people can see our face. We always get masked by our helmets, face masks, and pads. And unfortunately in football, a lot of fans don't get a chance to know who the actual player is off the field. So my question to you is, Micah, who is Micah Morris?
Micah Morris is a great student. Micah Morris is a student who's had straight A's since elementary school. Whether it was the principal's award or the superintendent's award, I haven't had a B not once in my life. I currently have a 4.85 GPA from the last semester. He's just a great working student. As far as off the field and his hobbies, I love video games, Madden 20, 2K, all that, Fortnite, whatever it is. I love video games. That's what I do in my spare time besides working out.
Okay, hey, listen, man, that's awesome, man, and my hat's off to you for that. My hat's off to your parents for that, man, that you've never had a B in your life.
Yes, sir.
Hey, bro, I'm happy for you, man. Can't say I'm shocked. I'm just super happy for you, man, and that's awesome, man.
Thank you.
That you got straight A's since you've been in school, man. So basically,
yes,
11, 12 years straight. So that's pretty cool. Now, let me ask you, you brought up video games, right? Now, I know you're not old enough to appreciate this, but when they used to have, I'm a Pac-Man Atari 2600 dude, but I'm going to leave that alone. Let me go back to, in the first Nintendo, man, we used to have to blow on the games. So do me a favor, give me a comment in the section, man, if you had to blow on your games too, let them play, man. But, and you guys, now I see on your highlight tapes, they got the little code up there, the BA select start, when you want to power up. But that came from my era, man, with Contra. So you don't know that, man. I know you don't know what that is. But anyway, let me go ahead and say this. You don't know this, but and I know they got rid of it, and they might be talking about bringing it back. But they used to have college football, like you talked about Madden.
Yes, sir.
And, man, college football was exciting, boy. It was way better than Madden, if you know what I'm saying.
NCAA was where it was at.
Is where it's at. And you see guys now, like these gamers, and they streaming, they playing like the NCAA like 13 and stuff. They have like tournaments where they play in the old school games, man. So that's what it was, man. Let me see. I got a quick comment right here. This is my boy right here. Used to play for me, Kissimmee Arch, man. That was me, coach. I understand. Play for me too, and wipe him down, man. That's a big old lineman right there too. He coaches offensive line as well in college. So with that being said, like I said, let me go to this part of it. So you talked about the video games and everything, and that's pretty cool. Coming up for this season, right? So you're getting ready to come up into this season. And I'm not going to put a bad thing on it. So I'm going to say we're definitely going to play football this year, because unfortunately that would be bad if you guys didn't get a chance to play. But coming up on this season right now, what are some of your goals for the season?
My goal is the same goal it's always been, is to do whatever I can do, whatever it takes to help my team succeed. Whether that's me playing any position on the line, it doesn't matter. Whether I have to go both ways, whatever it is, I'm willing to do it for the team's success. Okay,
well, what if coach say, I need you to go out there at wide receiver, we're going to throw you the fade ball. You got it?
I'm going to catch it. Simple.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you're going to catch it. Tell you, throw it up high, baby. I'm going to get it, man.
Yes, sir. Got you.
Good. Hey, now, do you play basketball for the school?
Oh, no, sir. I haven't played basketball since middle school.
I got you, folks. That's cool, man. That's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, I just want to make sure. Now, what else so far as that's your goals, but what about team goals? Have coach have a chance to go over that with you guys?
No, sir. The main thing that coach was telling us was to just take advantage of the opportunity that we have to work back out together as a team and take it day by day.
Got you. Well, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Let me just say this real quick. We are talking to Micah Morris, UGA commit. That is the University of Georgia Bulldogs. He is a commit, plays offensive line at Camden County High School. If you are on Facebook, please, and you just jumped in, please start a watch party for me. All right, share this out to your friends, family, whoever, or if you got other coaches. If you're on YouTube as well, go ahead and share out that link and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you are notified of the different things that we got going on. All right, man, real quick, I'm going to say this because I said this earlier. Elijah Mitchell says, I like this man. He seems very humble. And Elijah, you're not lying, man. He really is. All right. Also, Coach Clark says, very intelligent, speaking young man. Listen, if you got straight A's all your life in school, and I can't attest to that at all, trust me, I didn't get straight A's. So guess what, man? That's what it is. All right. So let me go ahead and get to this part. So we talk about your game, right?
Yes,
what
sir.
are some of the strengths of your game?
Well, I feel like now that I've gotten the spread, because before in middle school, all the way up till middle school, we've been running the wing T in Camden forever,
Okay.
and then going from the wing T to the spread, that was a huge change for us. So now that I feel like I've gotten the spread under a few years, I feel like I can definitely pretty good at run blocking, being able to leverage myself upon the defender, being able to move them off the line of scrimmage.
Okay. So also let me ask you this in regards to wing T, and I'm gonna bring this up when we get to the film breakdown. So again, you probably didn't do a lot of pass blocking in that scheme either, did you?
No, so I played tight end and D end in middle school.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. Because you know what? You move pretty well. Like I said, I watched the film and I've seen you move pretty well. So now let me ask you this then, in contrast to that. So what part of your game would you like to improve?
Well, the main thing for me is I know that the moment I stop working is the moment that the person who is working with me passes me. So I feel like there's not one thing that I need to improve on. It's everything that I need to keep improving on.
Okay. I like that. I like that, man. That's pretty good. So like you said, you got some things that you want to work on your entire game at all
Yes,
times,
sir.
and that's pretty good. Now let's go through. I know you are committed to Georgia. All right.
Yes, sir.
And when did you commit to Georgia?
Um, it was midway through the Corona.
Okay. So not long ago, within the last couple
No,
of
sir,
months.
not long ago. Yes,
All
sir.
right. So with all that being said, let's talk about some of your recruiting experience and let's talk about some of the schools that were recruiting you. For example, you can give me if it wasn't Georgia, what would be maybe your top three schools, the top three other schools?
But I'm pretty sure the top schools that I finished with were Bama, UGA, Florida, South Carolina.
All right, so let's talk about Bama right
yeah.
quick. What is it? So let's talk about Bama right quick, right? What is it about Bama that you liked? That you said, okay, I can see myself there.
The thing for me was, as growing up as a kid, my parents were huge Alabama fans. So that's the team that was always on the TV on Saturdays. That's the team that we were always watching. And then in ninth grade, to get an offer from them, it was like, wow, it was a school that I watched my whole life, and they offered me a scholarship to come play with them, so I can be one of those guys on TV. And it was just amazing. Then once I got to get to the facilities, it was great. It's a great school.
Now, it's a beautiful facility, man. It's a beautiful, they got the program, they got everything going. Now, you did mention, you said Georgia. Who else did you mention after Bama?
Oh, it was South Carolina and Florida.
South Carolina. All right, so let's talk about South Carolina. Old Coach Muschamp out there, man. Know him as well. So talk to us about South Carolina. What was it that you liked about that? Goes Spurs up, they always say.
Yes, sir. The first thing was South Carolina was the first school to offer me. South Carolina was the first school to give me a chance. I remember my head coach, Coach Spire, let me know that they had just offered when I was in ninth grade. The season had just finished up, and it was surreal for me, because I didn't expect any of this to happen to me. I just knew that if I worked hard, maybe by senior year, I'd get a few looks, a few shots to go play college. And it's all really been a blessing. And South Carolina was the first school to offer me. They were the first school that I took a visit on. And I knew early on that South Carolina was definitely going to be a contender.
Okay. And then what was that last one you said? It was one more you said.
It was Florida.
Florida. All right. So what about Florida? They on the move. They doing a good job on the recruiting trail. What about Florida?
Florida for me was not really the main thing, but a thing you can't really beat is how close it is to Canada, because we're at the bottom of Georgia. So that's maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, and we're there. And then once you get to the facilities, the indoor fields and all that stuff, the pools, the community, the area, it's just like it's paradise pretty much.
I got you, man. That's perfect. So let's talk about this. So now we went through those schools a little bit. So now my question to you is, why Georgia?
Well, the main thing for me was coming from Camden County. Ever since I've been in ninth grade, I've been hearing people talk about how they've been planning their whole high school career just to get accepted into UGA. So academics is a huge thing for me, obviously, as we touched upon earlier. And I knew that a degree from UGA goes a long way, not only in state, but out of state. And that was the main thing for me, because I know that football is going to run out eventually, whether it's 5 years down the road from now or 20 years down the road from now. I know that a degree is what I'm going to make the rest of my money off. And I wanted to go somewhere that was very high up academically, and UGA was that for me. And then as far as on the field, UGA has been producing great offensive linemen in the past drafts that I've been in high school pretty much, and probably before that as well. And as far as the camaraderie between the players, from what I've seen, the YouTube videos that I watched, the pump-up videos I watched and everything, I can see that's a true brotherhood there, and it's something that I wanted to be a part of.
Got you. Well, that's big, man. So now you talk about going to Georgia. We're talking about, the brotherhood and everything, how you look at it on the field. So now my question is, off the field and in the classroom, what do you plan on majoring in?
Criminal justice with a minor in business.
Okay. So now what do you want to do with that criminal justice degree?
Right now I'm contemplating on whether I want to go the FBI route or state patrol.
Okay. I like it, man. That's pretty good. So it seems like you already got a plan, mapped out and everything. And that's pretty good, man. So that's super exciting right there. I'm glad that you, going through all that. And that's perfect, man. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into your film a little bit, right? Because this is what everybody really here for. And if you haven't seen my breakdown of his film, all right, you can go onto my page, right? Go into Coach Hayes Football on YouTube. Where I do most of these guys, where I do a lot of these guys. And you can see I've already done a breakdown of him already, man. It's exciting. He out there smashing cats, and we're going to look at it again, but I want to get his viewpoint on it. So let me go ahead and just put this film on for him now, and we're going to see exactly what we're talking about. I want to see, and please, if you are watching, leave in the comment section as well. I'll be checking the comments as well if you got any questions pertaining to what you see here on the film. So let's go ahead and jump right into this, man. I'm looking at you right here, man. It's a big old dude, bro.
Yes, sir.
Big old dude, you know what I mean? Let me ask you a quick question before I click this play button, man. When the defensive end comes out, what does he normally say? He say, hey, man, take it easy on me, or are they talking trash to you?
I wish they would say take it easy, but instead they decide to talk trash, and it doesn't end up so well for them. It doesn't end up well. No, sir, not too well.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Here we go right now. We're going to click this button and we're going to check you out. All right, here we go. So we're going to start it off here with Mr. Micah Morris, Camden County High School, 6'5", 320. How old are you, man?
I'm 16.
16 years old, 6'5", 320. My Lord. All right, here we go. I hate to see what that dinner table looking like. All right, here we go. Come around the corner. Got a little counter tray action here. Now, the reason I'm pausing because I want to see this action. Right? I'm going to pause this. Talk us through this play right here, this counter tray. You got the guard pulling and you pulling as well. Talk us through this play. What it is you're looking at. What are your reads and all that stuff?
Well, the main thing for me is I'm basically, since I'm on the left side, I have to go off of what the left guard does, which is the guard beside me. If he logs out, then I cut up right up before him. And then if he continues to go up through the hole, I bounce outside of him.
All right. So you just kind of make each other right. All right. So let's see what he does. Sir. He stays out. You turn up. Okay. Love it. Man, you kill that cat, man. All right, here we go. Left side. All right. They don't even have a DN over you. Oh, a little screen action. Ski. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Somebody else. Get somebody else, man. That's what it's all about. I love the fact you guys got an instant cut, man. That's a lineman. That's huge.
Yes, sir.
Show him up, boy. Does coach do anything big for you guys for pancake blocks and stuff?
No. Well, we tallied all at the end, and the winner gets a case of Powerade. That's about it. But we just do it to help the team win.
I got you. So there's no weekly like awards or anything, right?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir.
Hey, that's what it's all about. Oh my God, poor little Timmy. He ain't have a chance, my man. Talk to me right here. So this is what I want to ask you, right? So
yes, sir.
Outside of you, yeah, it's a defensive end outside of you. So you remember this play at all? You know what play this is?
Yes, sir. On this play, I sieve because I know that there's a tight end behind me, attached to me. So I know that as long as the DN doesn't try to cross my face heavily, I go straight up to the backer and run him over.
You don't block him, you run him over.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I ain't gonna block you. I'm gonna run you over. Hey, great balance with your feet right there because a lot of guys just go lunging at them and they don't make it happen. So that's excellent. Now I see there's a change in plan. You know, that left tackle got right over here. So what's the deal with that?
Yes, sir. It's a little it's just a little overload thing we do where the I go out to I think I'm at tight end right now actually, or it might be tackle. Well, I go out to the right side, then I basically just cave the whole side in and make the hole.
I'm loving it. I caved the side in. Look at this. You done took this dude. If it wasn't for your other player, you would have probably took the lane one on the track, man. Go with it. Loving it. Get some more. And I like the fact that you finished the playoff. You know, you don't push him down and kind of boast. You just finished the playoff, man. That's awesome. Look at that. That's crazy, right? Oh my God. So what are the coaches at at UGA saying about you?
They love my obviously the power that I possess whenever I hit a player, and they say that I'm very agile for linemen.
That is true. For a guy, like I said, if you 6'5", 320, man, you do have a lot of agility in you, man. And there's a lot of guys that still, but I had to stop it right here because I do want to show you, man, you had to do this man like this, man. How you just throw this cat out the club like this? Check this out. No red jerseys in the club. Get out of here, man. Gotta love it, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. Little counter again. Okay, so now here's what you talked about before. So now your guy turned up, and so you just wrapped around him to keep the play going.
Yes, sir.
Love it, man. That takes a little football IQ. Good job. Look at that. That's crazy. Now I noticed on some plays, and again, I don't want to, give away your play. Lord have mercy. I don't want to give away your playbook at all. But there are some plays where you guys are in 2-point stands versus 3-point stances. Is that something that coach allows you to have free reign on, or is that how does that work?
Yes, sir. Coach gives us free reign on whether we have a 2-point or 3-point stance.
Gotcha. Good job. Work him out. Working. Good job. Go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I know you talk trash to him at the end. What you say to him? What you said?
I don't remember.
I know what you said. Get some. That's what you said. That's what you told him. Get some. That's what I'm talking about. I'm loving it. Hey, if you're a UGA fan and you're on here right now, man, put something in the comment section. Let Micah know how much you appreciate him, man, coming to UGA, because he could have probably went anywhere in the country, man, but he decided to go to Athens, Georgia, and that's awesome. Look at, he ain't want none of that pressure. He's trying to run away from you. You guys got a pretty big offensive line. Defensive line. Okay, here we go. Talk to me. A little late out your stands, huh? I'm loving it, man. So now talk us through this next play that's about to come up.
Okay.
Are you at D-line? Or is it not this one?
Yes,
But talk us through this next play. I want to hear just kind of a mindset. If you remember, if I need to play it, then just let me know.
Okay. Pass
blocking. All right. Now I'm gonna say this as my kind of disclaimer. Now, for those that didn't know, when I watched your film, and I give pros and cons, I did mention some of the pass blocking and stuff. But guess what? That's why I love to have these WRE lives, because not knowing that you were in a wing T system, all the way middle school to just getting that to high school, it kind of makes sense now. That is something that you got to kind of get better at, right? And that's just part of the game. So let's talk about this pass block. Let's see what you got here. Yeah, up here, top at left tackle. You just fired off, huh? I'm finna give him some. That's all. All right, here we go. Top left tackle. That's good right there. Hold him out. Threw him out the club. I think this is the one I had. I stopped it on our tape right here. So when I was talking, right, if you notice, I talked about this on your kick slide. You took a kind of a step forward. Maybe it's a false step. I'm not sure if that's taught to you. If it is, then forgive me. But I know that when you're gonna go to UGA, baby, you got some defensive ends that's coming off that ball. You gotta remember, if you look at the NFL draft, there's some dudes running 6'4" at defensive end, baby. So they running. The side about it, which I used to tell my defensive ends this all the time. Can you outrun an offensive lineman if y'all win the 40-yard dash? You know what they always say? Yes, coach. So think about the disadvantage he's at. He now has to try and beat you going backwards, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you can blow his doors off running a 40, and now he has to technically run that backwards, this is where a lot of technique comes in when it comes to offensive linemen. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and so this was one of my cons, kind of your game. And when I say cons, it is constructive criticism, right? And so
Yes,
when
sir.
you take that step, okay, when you make that kick slide step right here, I'm gonna kind of walk through it, right? Let me see if I can play it. See that look right here, that little step right there, and look at your
Yes, sir.
body falling. Man, up deep in the ends will get that one arm. I call it long arm of the law, bull rush you through there, man. So that's
Yes,
the
sir,
only
long
thing
arm.
that I
Yes, sir.
see in this game. You know what I mean? But look, yeah,
Yes,
number
sir.
8, he ain't have a chance, bro. He ain't have a chance. He ain't have a chance with you. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Look at this cat here. He ain't want none. And you rubbed your you ain't rub your thighs all on him, did you? Good pickup. That was a great pickup, right? So you had the defense in, you crossed your face, you passed him off to your guard, and you picked up the blitz back. Great job.
Yes, sir.
Great job. This is excellent. Run block. So what in the world was we watching at the beginning? If you do a pass block, run block, you were just watching you kill people earlier. Is that what we was watching?
Yeah. Those are just my little pancake plays. Nothing too serious.
Got you, man. Serious. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Great zone step. Great way to cut them off. Good job. It's awesome. Little skip. I'm loving it, man. What's a little hot step? I see you. Like I say, you got great agility, bro. Great agility for a man your size. You got, and you're not a I'm saying that in a positive, like 320. You think of somebody 320. I mean, you got muscle. You don't have no big stomach. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Look at that. That's crazy. It's like an avalanche over there. All right, so talk us through this next run block. Not this one, but the next one.
Okay.
Coach like that counter. I love it. I ain't gonna go through this one. This is a little swinging gate deal. Okay. Just gonna smash down and kill everybody. I feel you. All right, talk us through this one right here. All right, so you got a H-back look. You got like a little H-back. You can call them tight end, however you want to look at it. Do you remember this play?
No, just play it for me real quick, though, and I'll remember it.
I played and I started over. I guess you remember that one. So now let's do it. So here we go. So basically, it looks like a zone. It looks like an outside zone, maybe, because of the kind of steps you guys are. So what is your read on outside zone? Because it looks like you have a guy inside of you. But if I'm not, you passed him up.
Yes, sir. It was. It's outside zone to the right. That's why. Okay. So it basically, I knew that I had somebody shaded inside of me on my inside shoulder. So that means the guard and I had that person up to the middle linebacker. I knew that if the guy tried to cross over the guard's face, then I would just go elevate up to the backer. But if not, then I would run him over, and then the guard would get to the backer.
Okay. So now let me ask you this about communication. When you get on the line and you see those guys, do you and your lineman have calls and talk about? You don't have to tell me the call because I don't want to give it away. But do you guys communicate that, or is it just you practice it so much everybody know what everybody's doing?
I mean, as far as calls, we don't yell anything, but there may be a few hand signals that go.
Good, man. That's awesome. So let's see what you did. You said if he doesn't cross your face, you and the guard double him up to the middle linebacker, which is this guy right here.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay, let's see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he's stunning outside of you.
Yes, sir.
Right, so you let him go. That's awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
And so now your wing, your H-back or your tight end, however you want to call it, he now picks him up. So that's awesome not communication. That's awesome way to ID it from a football IQ standpoint, because a lot of guys would have stayed with him. Guess what? Your guard would have went on to somebody else, and that middle linebacker makes the play up the middle. So that's perfect,
yes,
man. That's awesome job by you. Great job. You killed him, man. And gave him some at the end. All right, let's talk about this last one, and then we'll cut this off right here. Talk to me. Basically the same deal.
Yeah, but this drive, I remember this drive. It was, I want to say, the third drive.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna go back to it. Go ahead.
This was the third drive. We were up 14-0. This is actually with my friend Dylan Fairchild. This is his high school team. He committed to
Okay.
UGA as well. Yes, sir. It was a third drive. I knew that. I want to say it was either third or fourth and goal. So I knew that it was time to strap up and get us in the end zone. And I knew that I was gonna have to at least take 2 people with me on the way there, and I was able to do it.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, you ever been in the huddle and say, hey, man, run that thing behind me, man?
Oh yes, sir. Have to.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it, baby. Get some. Everybody get some. And your boy flipped in the end zone. I'm done with it. I'm cutting it off. I can't take it anymore, man. This guy's out of control with it. I'm loving it, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Like I said, that, and again, this is why I like to do the WRE live version of this, simply because we do get a chance to get into the mind of the player, and we're not just speculating, because sometimes as fans, you know, or people on the outside looking in don't really understand why things are done, right? And so that's why I like to get a chance to get you guys on here and talk about it, because we'd be like, oh, he should have did this, he should have did that. But again, we don't know what's being coached, we don't know what the mindset is and everything like that. So and that's perfect, man. And I'm really appreciate all that you talking about and all the things that you had a chance to explain. So now let's do this piece right here. I like to have fun with stuff. And Lord, I don't miss my thing. What did I do? Oh, here it is. So I like to have fun with things. And at the end, we're going to do a little bit in closing. All right. I call it the 1-word answer. All right. So I'm going to shoot off some things to you. And you got to let me know what's the first thing that comes to mind. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
That's simple enough?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now I can't have too much thinking on here. Now we can't have too much thinking. All right. Anybody got questions? Make sure you post those questions. And let's see what we got. All right, so 1-word answer. Here we go. First thing, who is Micah Morris's biggest supporter?
My family.
Love it. Love it. Now, this is the second question, but it's kind of 2 parts. So I'm gonna ask it to you. You ready?
Okay.
Head coach Bob Spire.
GOAT.
The GOAT. Okay.
Yes,
now I'm gonna give somebody some love, because I know sometimes people don't get this kind of love. So I'm gonna give this guy some love, right? Your offensive line coach, Greg Slattery.
The master instructor.
Master instructor. Coach, that's a good job, man. I know the head coaches always get it, man. I understand. So I want to make sure I get an O-line coach, you know what I mean, some love too, man. But the master instructor, why do you say that, though?
Like I told you before, from 8th grade playing wing T all the way up to there, from 9th grade going to spread, without Coach Slattery teaching me, I promise you I would not know what I was doing. At all.
That's awesome, man. Well, Coach Slattery, man, hats off to you, man, for doing such a great job. Here we go. Here's the next one. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Head coach Kirby Smart.
The man.
The man. Okay. All right. You ready? I'm about to try your soul right now. Hopefully my research team got this thing right, because if not, I'm firing everybody. All y'all over there getting fired. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the only one in here. I'll just act like all right, so I'm gonna fire myself. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Brunswick Pirates.
Rivalry.
Okay. That's the best you got? Come on, I'm looking for a little trash, man.
Man, they know what's up, man. They took us off the schedule this year. They don't want to play us.
They took you off the schedule?
They took us off the schedule. They don't want to play us.
Come on. How you gonna take the rivalry off the schedule, man? So
I know. Glenn, because Brunswick has 2 high schools. It's Glenn Academy and then it's Brunswick High School.
So you guys got Glenn Academy on the schedule this year?
Yeah, yes, sir. We have Glenn. We had Glenn last year as well. We usually have them both because we play one home and one away.
Got you.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. And here we go. Last one. What's your game day song? What you listening to all day?
Lil Wayne, the GOAT, the best rapper I've ever heard in my life. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne? What's the
Yes,
best
sir.
song Lil Wayne got, man, that you like?
It had to be John featuring Rick Ross. I love that song, man. It's just the energy in it. It's like I can feel it, man. When I hear that before again, I'm ready to go.
You ready to go? You ready to go smash something?
Yes, sir.
I heard that, man. I heard that. Hey, if you say that's your song, then do me a favor. I need one lyric. I mean, not a lyric. I need a bar out of that thing, but we can't have no cussing. You know what I'm saying? Give me a bar, that thing, the line that hit you the hardest. Talk to us. Come on, Micah,
Right.
talk to us.
All right. Let's see. I got a chopper in the car, but don't make it come alive. blow you apart, then I'll put myself together. YMCMB, double M, we rich forever.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hey, Lil Wayne, if you watching this, go ahead and hit your boy up, man. He might even show up to the game or something. See what you got going. I'm loving it, man. And here go my last one of all, right? Check me out.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite YouTube channel out there?
Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough one. As far as what? What genre?
What's your favorite YouTube channel out there?
Definitely Coach Hayes.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. But no, I'm just playing, man. I appreciate that. But just playing, man. If you had to pick one, if you click on YouTube, what you like to look at? What kind of things guys like? Because they ain't had YouTube in my day. TV actually used to go off when the Star Spangled Banner played and you heard them planes go across. TV was about to go off, man. So I'm a little older than you are. They ain't have cable. so if you had to click on YouTube, man, what would be one of the channels you like to watch?
Probably as far as like entertainment, probably Cash Nasty or Flight Reacts. Those guys are real funny.
What do they do? I don't know. I'm old, man. What do they do? They basically like live stream them playing kind of like this, but they're playing video games and like they have like rages and stuff whenever they get beat and they act crazy, man. It's funny. I got you, man. So we giving them a free plug, man. I'm gonna see if them boys gonna put me on or not. But anyway, man, with all that being said, like I said, I really appreciate that, man. Let's kind of close this out. Where can on Instagram, where can people follow you on Instagram?
On Instagram is big_Mike_56_.
All right, so that is at big_Mike_56_. And how about your Twitter account?
My Twitter account is Micah Morris 56cc.
All right, perfect, man. So, hey, Micah, man, I really appreciate you coming on here, taking the time out your busy day. I know you're trying to get prepared. I know you're definitely doing some studying. If you're making those straight A's, man, that's man. I'm gonna be honest with you. As great as a football player you are, I have to really say this. The most thing I'm most impressed with is that, man. And please, I know you will, but keep that up, man, because that's second to none. You know, and I'm super happy for you. And let me ask you this in closing, man. How do your parents feel about your decision? Because I know you said your dad was from Camden.
Yes, sir. My dad was born and raised in Camden. My mom's from Pennsylvania. But as far as my parents on my situation, they told me from the jump, from the moment I got my first offer, it's wherever I'm happy at. It's wherever I feel the most comfortable at. Because at the end of the day, they know, just like I know, they're not going to be the ones that's there for the next 3 to 4 years. It's going to be me. So they understand that it's wherever I feel the best at.
That's perfect, man. All right, so I'm going to just do this part here in conclusion. Right now, if you do want to follow me rather, which is Coach Hayes. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. It is at Coach Hayes Football. All right, as well as my Twitter account is at Coach Hayes FB. All right. Also, just to let you know that I do videos every day, which is not every day, but Sunday, which is WRE. All right, where I watch, react, and evaluate to the top talent in the nation. So please make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you share the videos and everything, because we have a lot of fun. This channel has grown tremendously in a very, very short period of time. Been getting nothing but positive feedback, and it's been great. So with all that being said, Mike, is there anything that you would like to say in closing before we head out?
Just thank you for the opportunity to come on here and go Dogs.
I heard that, man. I can't wait to see you. I'm gonna definitely check you out. And I know you talked about Camden County, and you guys come out. And like I said, I got a buddy of mine who's in South Georgia, in Savannah. He said, man, when Camden County come out at a home game, baby, it looked like a small army with about 100 and some people come running out. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's something serious. We got varsity, JV, and pretty much some of the ninth graders. So it's deep out there for real.
So if a team come over there with 35, 40 players and they see 100 dudes run out, it definitely ain't gonna be no bench clearing brawl out there. I can tell you that.
Yeah, they don't want that.
They don't want that pressure. Hey, they already don't want it between the lines. They definitely don't want it outside the lines, huh?
Facts.
I heard that, man. Well, Michael, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for doing this. Like I said, I really appreciate you. Please stay tuned. As well as for next Tuesday, we're going to have a very special guest, WRE Live. Make sure you stay tuned for that. And as well as I do Coach Hayes Live on Thursdays at 8 p.m. as well, man. I appreciate everybody that came on and watched this. And, Michael, thank you very much, man. As you said, go Dogs. And we're going to holler at you.
Go Dogs. All right.